Hello, welcome back to another segment in excerpts from a spiritual ascension. So, why me? Why you? Why are you here? Why are you on this journey? I remember I heard someone say, as a spiritual person on a spiritual journey, that we should never ask, why me? Why am I going through this? Because we should be grateful, which of course we are, but we're also human. Remember, we're spirits living a human experience. And as I've told you about my journey, it was extremely difficult, extremely difficult. And I was thinking last evening, and the reason why a lot of times I kind of just do these videos as far as what comes to me intuitively, um, and then things that I hear or read about during the day, and that kind of just makes me just want to talk about different topics about my experience and about spirituality. And I think saying why me kind of sounds like we're coming from an aspect of lack. But remember that we are human and there is no imperfection. We're just human. So, as you're going through your journey, it's going to be extremely difficult at sometimes. And you're going to ask the divine, why me? Why is it me that is going through this experience? So, first of all, I want to tell you that you are a blessing to the world and a blessing to the divine, and that you are always, always protected from harm. As many as the bad things that I went through, I was never in any harm. Okay. I was always protected. So, as difficult as your situation may be, just know that there is another side. You will reach the other side. And afterwards, you're going to say, I understand why I needed to go through that experience. Because not only is it going to elevate your soul, elevate the wisdom that you already have, the knowledge, the understanding of what other souls are suffering from, and able to now be one of the first to be able to go to others and be that helping hand in some way, some form, once you understand what your journey, what your path truly is. The why me is because you were picked to go through this ascension journey first, because the universe knew that you could handle it, that you are strong, and that you are already an old soul who has great wisdom and is able to navigate through the things of human nature, and that you would come out on the other side. This was not a light choice by either you or the universe to have you go through this, but knowing that there's going to be a significant change to the consciousness of um, those on earth, you needed to be chosen as one of the first to go through this experience so that you would be a helping hand to others that would come after, that would follow. Just know that I look back on my 5 year ascension journey and I am like so happy. I mean, when I was going through it, no, it wasn't great. It wasn't good. Why me's came up a lot. But now I look back and I'm like, I wouldn't have had it any other way. If I would not want to go back and have to relive what I went through. But just seeing if I look at my life, what it was 5 years ago, and even though I had this great job working on Wall Street, making a lot of money, there was no happiness within me. It was more like a robot, just like going through life. The relationships I had were horrible. But you think that you can't get out of those relationships, or that you're hooked into those relationships, or these are relationships that I have to deal with. And you just keep going, and the universe moves you out of those relationships in order to 5 years. I'm on the other side, and I have the most beautiful, the most peaceful, the most joyous, the best relationships that I can have, because I allowed myself to go through that experience. Remember that you always have free will, but the universe had already chosen you, and you had already signed your soul contract to come to earth and go through that experience. Okay. Um, so when you ask yourself, why me? Say to yourself, why not me? I am the one here, divine. I am the chosen, the one that you have chosen to go through this experience, so that I'll be there for others who will also go through this experience soon after me. And I will be there to be on the other side when they walk across that finish line. So look at it always as a blessing, and that, yes, it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult, but in the end, it's going to be, you know, the greatest soul blessing and experience that probably you'll ever go through in any lifetime. And remember, you also come out of that experience karmic free. You're not bringing any karma with you, because now you've worked through all your karma. So you come out so much feeling so much lighter, and just the wisdom and knowledge that you've gained on that journey is enough for many lifetimes to come. Okay. I'm going to leave it there. If you have any questions for me about your own journey, there's a link to book time with me below. Also, I've done several courses on the essential process. If you would like to take any of those, the link for that is below also. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.